Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
Have some good stuff. Gerelle, do you have an Instagram by chance?
Yes, I do. It's my name, Gerelle Forbes. So when you thing and I come off, I'll see it. I get
Talk to you.
notification. Yeah. Thank you, darling.
Have fun.
Oh, she's so handsome. He's a gorgeous child.
Won't you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take five, come take five. Stop your busy day and take the time out to see that I'm alive, so alive. So that there was a world outside that you're going to go meet. And they're not going to make way for you. You have to go do your stuff. You have to go take it. So that's how I started in motherhood. Pregnancy and deciding
Where Dogo?
Oh God, don't go yet.
Can we even officially start be rude?
Wait now, I need to tissue because you're gonna have
Look at
plenty
that
tears.
Yes, the crying.
Menopausal women just cry. People don't know that, you know. People just say, oh God, Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is live on live interviews. My name is Gerelle Forbes. DJ Wank is not here today because it's a different kind of setting.
You want some music?
I'm walking.
No.
No.
I have music.
She have music actually. Should I get that thing? This young lady here. Look at her face, boy. This can't be lighting really doing it.
I love this lighting. Why can't I have it follow me around all day, all night?
What she's like there, Miss Lady, have a good set of decades.
A good number of decades. I'm owning them all. I just turned 55. Listen, I mean, like, what?
This is the Miss Glenda Collens.
Hello, world.
Now, Trini's average. I shouldn't even say it like that. I should not say this a generational thing, you know, because if you're not exposed to it, you would not know. Possibly my generation would have first been exposed to you through Digicel.
Oh, Digicel. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so popular, and actually yeah, a lot of people.
That's where they would have first seen
me. Yes, that went out live and direct, and it was amazing. And there's something called the gray whistle test, and if you can walk into a room and you walk by and TV and oh right, but until I open my mouth, if I don't speak, that's all I will get. Until I open my mouth or someone calls me and say, "You're Glenda Collens," and then I say hello, and then, oh yes, yeah.
So Glenda is so we would have been as an age group that would have been introduced to Glenda just by Digicel, which was just a few years ago. So Glenda, I need you to tell me though, who yes, where you do, and why you're important to people.
Girl,
or why you should be important. And don't try to play down your importance, eh?
Okay, well, I've worked with a few people, and I think because somebody said to me that I got plucked out of my own, in my space, because I grew up in the Ladian Road in Mova. A Grenadian mother from Grenville, Grenada. She came from the plantation, and she decided that, you know, every generation has to do better. She learned that in the white people kitchen. So, she said, "Girl, you have to do better." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll do what I can." And my thing was singing, so I sang everywhere I went, everywhere.
Do you remember when you realized you could sing?
The day that I think probably Lisa Wickham's mother plucked me out of.
Really?
Yeah, she was the principal up in the school that I used to go to in Maryland, which is off the hill. Maryland?
Yeah, that school right now is just bush.
It's flattened actually. It's not there anymore. Right. So there was Lisa Wickham's mother, and there was Dale Colasing. And these were my teachers and mentors from the 7. I was the age of 7, and she sent me out to sing on the Auntie K show. Auntie K.
Oh, like me would have born him.
Yeah, no. On the Auntie K show, and yeah, so I just would sing anywhere and everywhere, and because of that, I got into the company of people who I suppose they were called patrons of the arts back in the day. I don't know what they're called these days, right?
Yeah.
But back in the day,
That term is loosely used, yes.
it's loosely used, right? They were real patrons of the arts. They would dip their hands into their pockets. They would sponsor kids who they thought were worthy of their money. And I suppose my first patron would have been Clarita Rosa Dilemma of Dilemma fame, right? So Dilemma Jewel stores.
But that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Is it connected? Yeah.
Yeah, so she inherited her father's company. And what she did with the money was patronize the arts, basically. Yeah, so she had an opera company that she funded, and she would bring in a first violinist, a second violinist, somebody from the
Are you serious?
I am not kidding you. That's the environment I grew up in. I mean, that's the environment I grew up in, and because I had a talent, I had access to environments that I wouldn't have if I would just.
Did you understand it then, like the depth of it?
I
Or
didn't.
you just went along with it?
But there was no
obedience?
understanding because it was what was given to me because I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was sitting at home wishing I were the singer on the stage, I would not have gotten the opportunities I did because I was actually doing it.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Oh, who is that girl? Oh, well, she can sing. Oh, how can she sing? Oh, what would you like me to sing? I'll sing. What do you want me to sing?
Really? That's
Yeah.
how willing you were.
Yeah. What do you want me to sing? What do you want me to sing?
See,
Oh,
and you're not getting that no.
no, but if you say that you are a singer,
You should sing.
You should sing.
Yeah, no, you have people saying, I sing. Oh, yeah, sing something. And
no, I didn't do that. What do you want me to sing? So I sang,
Yeah.
and that's how I got in company with Clarita Rosa Dilemma, and she funded the Trinidad Opera Company first, and I got to understudy all the roles with all the big singers who were coming in or who lived here, and I could call the names: Fritz Nodnago Gurley, Hyacinth Nichols, Juliet Little Page Echo. I mean, all the ladies who were, they did this. So
the
that's how I
industry
got-
sound
yeah.
like it was.
It was different
Definitely.
back then. We didn't have Digicel. We didn't have any of these things. We didn't have producers doing. Yeah, that's not what it was, at least from my time. But that was me. There were people doing other things.
Right.
There were my peers who were involved in theater or dance, and they were getting a different exposure to whatever it was. But because I was focused and because I knew what I wanted,
Which was what?
I wanted to be a working performer. I wanted.
Was your headspace
But-
local?
My headspace was wherever would hire me.
Okay.
I understood. I never understood that there was a term that I had to be culturally relevant or I had to be local. I just thought I had to sing.
Yeah.
What you
Period.
want me? Yeah. So.
What you want me to sing again?
What do you want me to sing again? So I went from singing with the opera company in that season, and then the carnival season I went over and sang with Fireflight, and then with the rock season.
So it didn't matter what you were singing, she was just singing.
And on a level. So and on the rock season I went up and I sang with Frantic, who became Second Image, and I was singing. So and there was a concern that, okay, well, you will ruin your voice. I said, well, no, does a runner ruin their feet by running? Does a cricketer ruin? You learn technique and you learn styles. So I was determined to learn technique and style. So that's why I decided to go to college. And I said somebody had to pay for it.
So that part one more time for the nosebleed section. They decided to go to
Go to college because
Because
little girls who look like me with this don't get taken seriously unless you have you have a name for yourself, and I was determined to get a name for myself, and a name meant what? And I looked around and I said, oh, people were getting degrees, but what is that? I didn't know what that meant, but I understood if I got one it would mean something.
Yeah.
So I got one.
Right. How was that getting funded for
getting funding meant I had to sing for everyone, everywhere, and I had to go off and find my own experiences and create my own, yeah, and I did. And I honestly, if somebody said, well, do you know what you were doing when you were doing it? I would honestly say no. I was just following a dream and a prayer, and I was determined to get what I wanted, not what other people thought, because there were a lot of plans for me.
Yeah. I could imagine that, because that happens.
Yeah.
You know, when people see talent, everybody want to come on and hit you I can manage you, or you should do this, or you could do this, and I know this person, you know, so I could, you know, whatever. How was that? Maintaining that focus and at least knowing what you want and sifting, I suppose.
Sifting through.
The people and your opinions. And
what happens is people who think they know better because they can see into who you are. They have plans, like I said, they have plans for you, but you have plans for yourself, and you know your own abilities and what you're capable of. You should, so that you don't get let down paths of people telling you, well, I can do this for you and I can do that for you, and if you go jumping on everybody else's wagon, you never turn to your own. Everybody grass will get greener, but your own.
It's too nice, boy. It's too nice. That's too nice.
So it is about minding your business, and when people tell you mind your business, you really have to know what that is.
What I mean, but you have to know.
You have to.
You have to know what you.
But you know
want.
what? You will feel that, and I feel that you are the type of person that feels that.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Because every time you step on somebody else's thing, you don't feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
You don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you either feel is where you're at is too little or too much.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. Or but you're always ready for the opportunity, but because you're not being allowed to do you in the space, you get hired to do something, but they want your energy, they want your talent, but they want to tell you how to
their way.
And
then you find the mold changing a little bit.
Right. And if you can't do it their way, if you're trying to do what you do best, which is only you, I can't do you.
You see, what I've realized, and just from my peers, is instead of, and I guess your mom probably would have put that in you, where you get to create where you want to go and the direction and who you want to become. I feel like in my time we grew up where we were told what we had to accomplish. So like for school, you had to accomplish good grades. And to get good grades is to get into university, and you were always told. So then when I came out of school, and I tell people this openly, like in school, I was always at the bottom of the class. I was a failing student. And I'm doing it like this because of the type of school it was.
What they call failing.
Yeah, and it was supposedly a prestige school. But I was always from Form 1 all the way up to Form 5, always at the bottom of the class. And I've observed that a lot of my peers who were at the top of the class and did really well, most of them, by the time they came out of school, they didn't know what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then they just end up doing stuff like Form 6. Or then you go into you do university, and then in university it's like, I don't know what I want to do.
But don't you find that you're so much more accomplished, or you're still in the same stream as they are, and that whatever it is they said they were going out to do that.
That's not what happened. That's not at all what happened. That's not at all what happened.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Yeah. So like one of the things I always tell like the youth that I work with, you have to figure that out.
You have to figure that out.
I understand that your parents want the best for you, but you really have to know so that you know what direction and you know what, it's okay to change your mind.
It's okay to change your mind every step of the way. What you're doing when you go off to do something is you're getting knowledge, you're gaining knowledge, and I think you're helping yourself as a human being. The more you learn, right? If you're not stuck with one perspective in life.
You have to grow, you have to expand.
Yeah, so you want to go off and learn things. So it's not about deciding what you want to do, but you have to be doing something.
At this point, you're out of Trinidad. How old were you when you left Trinidad?
When I was in my 20s. I was early. It was before 24. I know that. I think I was just turning
This is for
24.
college.
Yeah. This is for World Adventure. I laugh because I went to New York because I heard if you could make it there, you can make it
anywhere.
It's up to you, New York, New York.
Yeah, that talk too.
Yeah.
That talk is true.
No, listen. It is true, but it is. It makes you the person. You learn who you are if you could go there and you could find. Anyway, I found myself in the midst of thinking I'm going to go make it, and So you learn who you are. You learn about yourself. You grow when you take yourself out of your culture, out of your environment. When you have to go really make it. You know, when nobody ain't taking you around the corner to buy your doubles, when nobody ain't calling you around for a Sunday lunch, when nobody, that kind of thing.
Wasn't that scary?
It is scary. When you're in a space where you have to rely on you.
Yeah.
Where you have to rely on you wholly and solely. And it is scary, and then you find out who you are. And it was the best experience of my life.
How long was that?
It was 4 or 5 years there in New York, and then in the end in Boston another 5 years, and then I went off to Europe in between that. And,
so in between all of that, what you're doing?
So in between
School would have been
starting off, and I told myself I'm going to go to New York and make it, and I got involved with the people who ran Ebony magazine because I was singing on the street and the bus stop one morning, going off to Harlem School of the Art. No, I was going off to Columbia because I'd gotten into a class there, and the woman here was singing, and she said, you have to come down to Harlem School.
That's
of
a
the
thing that has
Arts,
actually happened.
and you're going to come and you're going to sing for Miss Betty Allen, and she teaches at the Harlem School. She teaches at Columbia College, and she's going to hear you and she's going to love you. So you're going to come to the Harlem School of the Arts, and I don't know where Harlem is.
You just said, okay, auntie.
Okay, Miss Lady.
Listen.
Okay, Miss Lady. And she said, actually, no, you're going to come here on Saturday morning, and you're going to come, and you're going to do this. And it wasn't, listen, do we have time? Somebody says you have to write, because my stories are always so incidental, but they're real life stories, and that never happened to you, that never happened to you, that never happened. But I'm standing on the street corner singing, and the woman told me I have to come down.
Why you standing on the street corner singing?
Because I was singing, because I'm a singer, and that's what I do. I don't dance. I run. I play cricket, I sing. I sing. So I'm in the street corner and I'm singing, and I don't know why I'm singing, but I sing. And the woman heard me and she said, why don't you come here? Because she ran a community college kind of scene on the weekends for the community kids to get college experience with a college coach coming to work in the community on the weekends. So she said, why don't you come on this Saturday, because this is what is happening.
This is a lie.
And it turned out Miss Betty Allen, who knows her name now, but it doesn't matter. She was important then, and she was coming. And she came, and she said, well, you have to come down to the Harlem School of the Arts, because that's where I teach at Columbia University and Harlem School of the Arts. And I run a workshop for opera singers who sing at the New York City Opera and the Metropolitan City Opera, and she coaches singers.
You at that age, you just hear
I was what are you saying to me? Harlem School of the Arts, Columbia, Betty Allen, Ebony magazine, and you have to meet Miss Vanderbilt, the editor, and I said, okay, well, thank you, okay. And I must have been, and I know would have been going out to look for a job at that time. So so Saturday I turned up at the community center, which was on the corner, and me and Brian Richardson, we did a whole workshop for them on Caribbean, whatever. And then the woman, and I sing a few, Caribbean songs, And she said, no, but you have to sing what you were singing at the bus stop. I said, well, that was an aria.
Right.
And she said, no, well, you have to sing that. And I said, okay. So I sang.
Because I'm a singer. That's what I do. I sing.
Well, you have to come down to the Harlem School of the Arts. So I went down to the Harlem School of the Arts and I met Miss Betty Allen. And then I ended up at Columbia College. And that's how I got into Columbia University. Because I heard if you could make it in New York, you could make it anywhere. And
it's up to you.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
So I don't just go wander around and go fat and go, no, if you're a singer, go and stand on the street corner and sing. And if you're a dancer, go find a class and dance.
This is real.
Yeah,
like this is what you hear in movies. This is the story that you hear in movies.
So we're going to get to Land King and I'll tell you how I got the Land King contract for Trinidad. To be their tour manager and casting consultant.
Past college, we reach where?
On a street corner somewhere. So
wait, past college, we reach where?
You reach to college.
We touching on going up.
No, well, it was at the end of college that I got that contract because I toured. College. I getting old people. So
it's a lot.
We getting a break?
No, not a break again. Take a
some water. Anyway, so I went to New York and I hope on a prayer. I got there. I got to Manhattan School of Music, Columbia University, and Harlem School of the Arts because I sang on a street corner, basically. And in between there, I went out and I got a job at the French pastry shop called Le Croissant, and I worked behind the counter from 4 in the morning till 11, and then I went off to school in the afternoons from about 3 till 9, and then I went home and woke up, and it was a real grind for a little while there. And then I didn't finish my degree because my mother had a bit of a problem, and you know those kind of things when you have family problems. And because I think I was working under the table. So
right.
When you're in those days, you know, you're trying to do a thing. So how long are you waiting?
And you're long
and
chat.
you're doing what? So they didn't even know about that yet. So when I was going back, they said, no, get out. So I said, okay, the door closed here, but AA Europe is available. So I went to Europe.
And she sang.
And I sang, and I got a scholarship. And the lady told me in Nice, she said, girl, you come, and we will give you what you need in Nice. And I said, okay, I'm coming back. I had to go home and sort out some things. So I'll come back to Trinidad, and that is when Derek Walcott heard me singing.
Oh, you're still singing in Trinidad.
I'm still singing in Trinidad.
Ah.
And he said, will you come tour with me and do Tisbea for my Nobel Laureate tour? And I said, okay.
Yeah,
And and that was 4 years, and after that 4 years,
then you went Nice,
and then Nice get leave out girl.
Oh, good.
And then I got my scholarship to Boston University. I got that another experience, and that is where I finished. I think I got the degree.
Right. But then, so that what is it that you saw the audition for Lion King and then you went to
then during vacation, 1 year at BU, still singing. I went off to France, had a vacation with friends, and I heard they were doing auditions around the corner. When I went off with Derek to do those tours, I had done an audition here, and they remembered me.
They were here. They were coming here all that time.
All that time.
Oh, okay.
They were coming here all that time. They were doing it through the Trinidad Theatre Workshop. I don't know who was in charge.
And then you just happened to...
I went to France, do the audition. They say, go, girl, get to Germany. I say, okay, get to Germany. Okay, so I got to Germany. They say, can you get to Chicago? No, I said, that's where it ends. I can either get this thing here, no. So went back to England, and it's because I can't remember, I was doing Carnival Messiah. Did the auditions again, and they say, okay, well, we're gonna give you a contract. And I said, okay. And they say, you mean I have to stay here? Oh, but I have a kid back in Trinidad.
This is where now?
This is in England.
In England, right.
Yeah.
With Lion King.
Happened with, yeah.
England, so no in England,
Yeah.
Lion King.
Yeah.
And they said, well, you guys know, so now you have to
Yeah.
stay. And you said,
I have a child at home. I have to go back. And that's when I decided, yeah, I can't have my foot in two camps. Yeah, I either I stay here and make it, or leave a child here and go out there and make it, and then you weigh age and you weigh what it is you really want. And I said, I want my child to have a good life here. I want him to have, so I gave that up, and I said, okay, I'm going to devote 10 years, and it was 10 years of my life to now, yeah. And now, in between that time, they've been coming, I've been posting.
so you stayed with having a good relationship.
Yeah,
Even
and they say, okay, well, will you manage our auditions when we come to Trinidad? And I say, what does that mean? They say, well, you have to manage the tour, and you have to manage the auditions. And I say, okay, well, what does that mean? And
she hear wah.
And I said, okay, I can do that. Yeah, and so it's been 14 years I've been doing that now. Yeah. And in between that, I just stayed here and made a life for myself. But once I committed to Trinidad and that, then Digicel came along, then, you know, the band came along, then everything just gel.
Ooh.
Yeah, then I could.
And now we're here.
And now we're here.
Just now.
It's been a life, but unless you prepare to sit down like for hours, and nobody can have hours
I'm sorry.
to sit down here and
How
listen to
have
me.
you dealt with the mental fight? Let's not friggin' act, Glenda.
No, yeah.
Like trying to go through before deciding to come back to Trinidad and focus on your son. That story is a lot. And a lot of doing and walking and then knowing where you're going. That messes with you.
Yeah.
That's a breaking point for most
Yeah.
people.
It was.
How did you
it
deal
probably
with that?
did break. It bent me. It didn't break me. It bent me. Yeah. And I suppose I had good people around me. Not a whole lot. You know?
It could never be you always moving like that.
Yeah. Not a whole lot, but and then I have a nerves of steel and a will that just won't quit.
Obviously.
And it doesn't give up. And I turn inward a lot because at the end of the day, I'm the only person who can do me. Hello. Okay, Junior, let me call. You want me to call Shane for you? Yeah, so the gardener leaving.
Yeah.
Right.
I find that.
Yeah, so you have to figure out who you are, and you have to know what you want, and you have to know your comfort level, and you have to know how far you're willing to go to get what you want, and how far you're willing to work with people. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it comes down to working with people.
Yeah, you gotta do that all the time.
You have to do that all the time.
They're everywhere, you know.
They're everywhere.
They're really everywhere.
So you have to find the kindest way to treat yourself. And when I say the kindest way to treat yourself, you have to find the kindest way to treat yourself, because there are plenty of people out there willing to treat you very bad. They line up to do it. They have
I love that line. You have to find the
kindest way to treat yourself. And no uncertain terms. And this has nothing to do with being selfish or being vain or being, you know, me focused or me centered or being narcissistic, which you can be called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you really want to do something.
Yeah. There's the will. Like you said, you also said there's a comfort level, understanding your comfort level. And that, I think, is equivalent to like each other's threshold. Being placed in an environment that you don't know all the time. and not knowing, like you know you're walking straight, but you don't know what the steps are.
And if you're an empath, which we all are, we performers, we generally are empaths. I mean, we really feel, and we walk with our insides on the outside. And so and because I'm older now, I've learned how to spot when I'm taking myself away from my own path. Because what happens is the thing that you want the most, the thing that you love the most is always offered to you it comes to you like your favorite meal.
Right. On a gold platter.
On a gold platter. Oh God, yes, but I love to do that, I love to sing. So if you want to make your passion your life, and if you want to make this thing that you love, and you don't want to end up being jaded and bitter about the thing that you love, because you're always chasing after that, because people will always give you that, oh come and sing here now, or for prestige, oh come and sing here now, you go get an agent, oh come and sing here now for popularity, oh come and sing, or you want to be on a stage because that stage you think will offer you what the viewing public,
the fame and the hype,
the fame and the
popularity,
and that's not what it is, because we go into this situation thinking that is what it is. That is not what it is. It really means you could jump up there as much as you like. If you don't know what you want, they're not going to give it to you. Because that's not how it
But
works.
then if you know what you want, you also should be able to be like, oh no, when someone is doing something that is against that, you can be like, hold
you
on.
have to learn going into this situation what questions to ask.
How you did that? When you hear you don't understand half the things they're saying to you.
Because you know because on the inside
it feels, because you know you.
Because you know you, right? They don't know you. Nobody knows you. You're in a situation where you're being offered the opportunity to do the thing that you want. The thing that you want to do, or the thing that I have always wanted to do is sing. But there are a whole lot of things between taking the opportunity and singing, or accepting the opportunity and getting chance to sing. So when
this is plenty.
So when you're being given an opportunity, the opportunity comes with a contract. The contract is never ever stated. The contract is never ever spelled out. You're supposed to know.
No. And sometimes they invest in you not knowing.
Right? They invest heavily in you not knowing. They actually guarantee that you don't know. And know that all that comes in the contract is always not verbal. It's human relationship. It's understanding that you have to deal with this person
and that personality
and that
character.
personality and that character. And if you get into a group, then you have to deal with all the personalities and all the characters. And if you get they're pitfall, they're mine. It's a minefield. But because we don't know when we get into it, we can become jaded, we can become bitter if we lose sight of what it is we got into for in the first place.
That happens. The mental thing, the trying to stay focused, the getting angry at the world for taking advantage of you and not understanding or appreciating the work that you're putting on, and then you really go into a place, and I'm seeing artists doing it. I'm seeing young artists doing it, going into that bitter, dark, nasty
I don't
place.
like to see young people getting jaded and bitter about the business. Because it's sure that it's a business.
It's a business.
The business is not easy. The business somehow wasn't meant, but isn't set up. But that's life. And if we recognize that life, unless we really special, we born a Rockefeller or a Hilton or one of these really wealthy families that we don't even hear about.
Money, born into old money.
Old money, and the people not
old white
money, not the nouveau stuff. Real old money that is generational wealth and or generational patronage. We don't have that. I mean, this didn't come with that. So we have to make our way and find a way. And how we do that is really dependent on how able we are to bend.
It literally just comes back down to you. It
Nobody
keeps
else.
coming
Yeah,
back to
nobody. Your life isn't dependent on nobody but you. So if you want to have millions, you could go after that. Just know that there's a path you have to travel to get to that.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to have a comfortable life, just doing the thing that you love, which is what I think I'm doing. I've learned to steer away from stardom and fame, and I want to rule the world.
And that was your choice.
That was my choice.
Yeah.
That because I was around people who were famous.
Yeah.
I was around people not famous in Trinidad.
Yeah, I know what you
world
mean. Yeah.
famous,
Mm-hmm.
world renowned, world endowed, and they had the world at their feet. And you sit in the company of people like that, and you see the world from, and I think it started from my childhood when my mother was a maid and we would go to the house, and the world that you thought it really wasn't. So I learned then that all that glitter wasn't gold in a real way, not from people telling me, but actually living that. So and I wasn't one of those people who have to be burnt to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And if I got the lesson, if I was burned once, it wasn't happening again.
Yeah.
Right. So I learned to see, this shit coming. And somebody told me recently, but it's like you live in a bubble. And I said, yeah, actually I do live in a bubble, and it's beyond arm's length right now, and it is my bubble that I created because I could see SHIT coming a mile away now, and I know how to stay away from it. And I know the yearning I feel to do things that are...
You're talking to the choir right now.
Yeah,
The choir.
Yeah, you see your friends doing things, oh good, and but you know what it takes to do that and what you have to give up to do that, and then you end up looking not pretty. Your skin goes bad, your hair fall out. I've been there. Yeah, your body goes bad. You're sick. You don't know why you're sick.
Do you remember that? Like that?
What?
Because that's an ugly. That's an ugly.
I've seen it.
Do you remember when you got to that? How
Yeah.
old were you when you got to that nasty place?
I was 30 something.
Oh wow.
I was 30 something. And it's because, you hit rock bottom emotionally or in your head, and you have what you call depression, and it was probably after pregnancy too. So I had my child, and I had a world turn upside down. So there was an awareness, and then I'm sitting, and you see things crumbling around you, and you're incapable of doing anything about it. But because my inner core is clearly one that is optimistic, so there's that kernel that always keeps some hope alive.
Right.
Or I always keep my eyes on that one little spark, whatever it is, that says there is life. So So and then I think I really, really learned to trust myself.
Do you remember how you said it was in your 30s? Which
But I was in my
to me.
30s. And
Because I've heard people in their ugly now in like the late 20s, mid 20s.
No,
I'm watching people in the ugly in the teens right now.
I was in my 30s.
How long did that last?
I was in my 30s, maybe
3 years, 1 year, 5 years.
Maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. And it was important that you gave me an answer to that, because it's almost and other people don't understand that when you in that place, it takes a while. You just lost your damn self. It takes a while to come out.
Because it's not just you. Maybe it's other people. It's other people, parents, friends, situations, job. It's
and a while varies depending on who it is.
So it took me a moment, but I got a message, and now here is how my life also works, because this is where we get into, You know.
All right.
I listen to the voices in my head a lot, rather than the voices in my ear. You know, you have people telling you things throughout your life, but I came pre-equipped with a manual and it's audio. So my voices speak to me a lot, pertaining to everything. And whereas in my youth I probably didn't listen, I didn't understand, didn't hear, whatever it was, you know. But I eventually started listening to, you know, your instinct. You're feeling upset in your stomach, your head not feeling right about something, you're clenching at the throat at the thought of saying some words, or you make a decision, but it's just not, you know, you're feeling the back of your head, this thing is sitting right on me, boy, or miss, or, you know. So I've learned to listen to my body. My body can come in thoughts, it can come with an ache, with a pain, with a nausea, with anything. And it goes from food to TV to anything.
I realized that and started learning that.
Listen to
In
your body.
2016,
Yes.
2017,
Yeah.
and 2018 for me, I spent, 2017 was the worst for me, and I call that my ugly.
You're ugly.
And 2018 was me shutting to hell up and paying attention to that same thing. And you're right, your body tells you certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like your cravings, your mood,
No, I'm a coffee lover.
everything. It tells you something is wrong, and you have to listen to that and pay attention
Don't
to
drink
that.
the coffee. Every time I don't drink the coffee. I am a coffee lover. If I wake up one day and my body says, just don't drink it. Okay, I am a food lover. You know, your body tells you what to eat. It tells you what to drink.
But you
what
have to
not.
be in
You
tune.
have to listen. You have to listen. If you're throwing up after eating a certain food every time, don't eat
Your
that
body saying,
food.
don't do that.
If your mind, every time you hang out with a certain group of people,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah, so it goes, yeah. Don't hang out there. Okay, it's time to leave. Whatever, just start listening. So I started listening. And I think if we listen more, I don't want to preach to anybody.
Yeah.
But if we listen, and we started listening to ourselves more, not to people, ourselves, because we get our messages. So I listened to the messages that I get.
Maybe it's the artist. Maybe it's, you're right, the empath and
The
we're
empath,
trained.
yeah.
You're right about that.
I just started listening to myself. So yeah. So what you eat, how you exercise, whatever. Just listen to your body.
Yeah.
Listen to your body.
All right. So that's Glenda.
Well, in a roundabout about kind of convoluted way.
At what point when you were here, I mean, yes, it was for your son, but then you started working with others.
Oh, okay.
And I know Lion King had a part to play in that.
Yeah.
By force, because you had the contract.
Yeah.
But I feel like at some point it would have gotten beyond just a job.
Yeah. I. I'm kind of, you know, you go around talking to yourself. So tell me, you know, Glenda, you're like the voice whisperer, because it's a really difficult process to even get an appointment to come in to have a lesson with me, and it is by the universe that way.
Okay.
Yeah. If you make it into the studio, then we can get to work. And it is because you got through the process.
I see.
Yeah? Then we can work. You are willing to work towards something. And that says a lot to me, anybody who makes it in, because it's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And if anybody could tell you that it's not easy, after hearing that story, I feel like you understand it.
It's not easy, right? So, and it is deliberately that way because I think people who seeking self-advancement I am not. It's not goodwill here. I don't want a goodwill thing. It is a job, and I don't want people coming and wasting my time.
That's the point. All that, that's what it is. I don't want you wasting my time. I feel like I do a lot. I did a lot. If I were you, my headspace would be I did a lot.
I did a lot.
And I don't have the time to do it.
Waste my time. So I engage with people who are about a process. I don't engage with people who come in and tell me they want to be a star, because I don't even understand what that means. Right? So what is it that you want? And then I call myself the voice whisperer, because what people come in saying they want generally isn't what eventually happens. And you know that.
So before we started, right now we're getting ready for Lion King auditions. Before we started, Glenda showed me a clip just now of one of her current students who's preparing for the audition, right? And she's singing in the studio, just a small part, very short, it was just a few seconds long. And she has this tissue in her hand and she's crying because she's belting and throwing some notes and sustaining them and supporting them. And Miss Lady crying. She doing it and she crying.
And she was crying.
And I am remembering watching that. I remembered the first time, because what that is you are hearing your own voice for the first time, and you're not hearing your voice as a sing. You're hearing your voice for the first time as a singer, and you're doing it like you are the vehicle or the instrument that is doing it. But it's like you're hearing it, and you in the audience at the same time.
You don't know where it's coming from.
And it's surprise. It shocks you. I remember the first time, the first few times actually. The first time when I realized that I am capable of having the audience eating from my hand, and the first time I'm hearing this voice that
resonating.
Yes,
resonating.
Yes. It's almost like it resonates even inside of you, and it does break you.
I tell everybody that singing is like this is just the box. There's no way you could go poke on yourself and
change notes,
change notes and give riffs and do all of those. No, you really have to think it. It's a thought, because you are trying to produce energy. What kind of energy? Where is this thing coming from? And how are you producing this sound? You're opening your mouth and you're just singing. What are the parts of your body that produces sound? Nobody thinks about this.
No,
okay?
and a lot of the performers now it's exactly that. They're performing and they think, well, I could carry a note,
I could carry a tune,
so as a
singer,
and I go sing.
But what parts of the body are you using to produce the sound?
Being aware what you're doing with that song.
With the song, right? Okay, so let's talk about those sounds that you're making.
Right.
I mean, they're literally pitches. How many notes you're actually dealing with when you're singing at a time? What are their values? Then we start with the language, diction, articulation, consonants, vowels.
It's a lot.
Singing with energy, singing without energy, singing, supporting your sound.
And then the intention of the song. What you doing with the song?
What you doing?
What you trying to do?
Are you just going to give me the recording, or are you actually going to bring you to the table? And this is when we start.
And they come back to finding you if you're going to bring you to the table.
Well, this is where I start working with people. I don't want anybody bringing in a recording and telling me, okay, well, I'm going to do Whitney, and then you stand up and you try to mimic or imitate Whitney, which is what a lot of people do. So,
because they think that's the acceptable song. So if I match the acceptable song, I'll be good.
But who are you? Is that your voice really? Do you know what your voice is capable of doing?
Right.
Are you really capable of doing that, or are you able of doing something else that will make you sound just as fabulous? So Mariah Carey is as different from Nina Simone as Nina Simone is different from Sarah Vaughan, as Sarah Vaughan is different from anybody else.
Etta James.
And if we're talking about any of the modern girls, we're talking about they all have, but what is fabulous about them? They all have distinctive sound.
And we saying this, I'm going to just repeat that. They all have their distinctive
their
sound.
Own
I am
sound.
hearing and receiving music from artists. I can't even say male or female because they're both doing the same thing, because there's almost a particular sound for how men or boys are supposed to sound now, males are supposed to sound now. That is cool and popular, and certain song for female.
Right.
And now I'm listening to stuff, I'm like, who is this?
Right.
And every time, who is this one?
Right.
And you know why I can't tell who is this? Because everybody's song and it gets me asking.
Right. Who is
Everybody.
Patrice Roberts?
Like, I should know that voice.
But-
I should
but
know that
you
tone.
know
I should know that
Patrice,
style.
You
I
know
should know.
Destra, you know Fian, you know the voices. Why? Because they invested in themselves, I think, and they believe in themselves and they believe in the song and they went hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went
The
hard.
end.
Which is what you have to do. You don't have to try to sound like anybody else, and you don't have to. But what you have with commercial now, popular, yeah, and this is where the industry wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is where the industry wins. Now you have to decide whether you want to be popular or whether you want to, you want to be distinctive. You want to have, you want popularity or you want to be somebody that says and does something. And you have to decide. So if you're going for popularity, yes, when the producer says, I want you to sing that song and I want you to sing it like so and so, you will go in the studio and you will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will have a little hit maybe that year, the year after, but bet your bottom dollar you're not lasting 5-10 years in the business. That's it, until you find who you are. Yeah, so that's what can happen with fabulous voices. Oh gosh, I could sing.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I could dance. Oh gosh, I could act. Oh gosh, I could. But if you want to be commercial, then you have to tell yourself, I know I'm only going to have so much shelf life.
Oh no, you didn't get the memo, Glenda.
No.
We just live forever, you know.
No.
And but correct when I'm here till thy kingdom.
No, that's not the way it works.
Oh, I swear you get a memo.
I didn't get it. That's not the way it works.
Because you know that is the idea out here now.
That's why, this thing called the struggling artist. I am all about the struggling artist. I believe in being a struggling artist. That I will live and die as a struggling artist because I'm not about selling myself out to become popular, and I am not about going in a studio which is why I'm not popular. Which is why, because every time that side of it came around to me, there was always something in me like
Pulls back. Yeah.
sitting at BAFTA in the studio, I had that. I remember the last time I gave up on contracts. I was sitting at BAFTA in London, looking at that contract, and inside, because I had hung around all of those type of people,
Right.
I know this was the moment, and this is the moment they always talk about. The moment they always talk about, when that moment that I made it big, or that moment that I signed my $1 million contract, you always have the choice. I'm going to go for it, and if I'm going to go for it, I know what that gives, or I'm just going to be content to be comfortable. I'm content to be comfortable.
Yeah. It's similar to Lisa Fisher.
Yeah.
We know that you could sing. She has some of the biggest names in this industry giving her ridiculous respect.
Everything.
And she
and
said
she
no.
still has her voice today.
Yes, and she just said nine. I was in the backyard, laddie.
Yeah. Luther Vandross.
Yeah. Stevie. They all spoke high up, and she's like, I read it.
Yeah.
Her one song is still a friggin' monster to this day.
Here I go.
I never gonna try to sing that.
Oh God. Okay, we ain't gonna do it.
And then in the air, she
I'm ready to go
She
for
carried
it.
on.
I'm ready to go for it.
like when I heard that story, I was like, that is incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
But you have.
You really have to know. You
Yeah.
have to know, and you tell yourself, this is not for me. This is not for me.
For every Lisa Fisher you have out there, you have those who are still hungry and will never get it. You will have a Madonna.
There
Okay,
you go.
Let's talk about,
we can go.
You have a Madonna. No, Madonna didn't have a voice.
Yes.
Madonna. But what Madonna had was this, she was born in the right time. In the right time for somebody like her.
Yeah. There was a hole in the wall and she filled it.
Popularity. She wanted popularity. So she gave her all. And we know the stories,
Yeah.
okay? So if you want to be that kind of artist, then you could do that.
But it comes right back to you.
It comes right
to know.
back to you,
You
and
have
you
to
have
know.
to know. Yeah, you have to know. If I had, I could have been a Madonna boy. I could have been rolling.
And then I would not know you.
And then you would.
I have when it comes to
You would not
my
know.
career vocally and getting to where, because I hear people talk, oh my God, Joy, why are you not singing? And it's I still sing. I love singing. Put me on a stage. Well, they can't touch me, right?
No.
But I always say
No, you can't. You know.
June,
I don't think you can.
Nathaniel, Glenda Collens, and of course the influence in the theatre.
All right. Yes, of course.
The influence in the
Of course.
theatre. But you really have to know what you want.
You have
And
to
yourself. You have to take that time on yourself. The opportunities now that you're creating with Lion King. Lion King is coming back.
Yes. So this
They haven't
is
been
my,
here for a while though.
This is my 14th year, and this is their they have the last time they came was 2013, and they took 7 performers, 150 people audition.
Yeah.
I mean the callbacks.
I auditioned.
The,
I made it through all the final
you know,
final
yeah,
stage
the
too.
callbacks were ridiculous.
But it took 7.
They took 7 people.
7 of our very own
Yeah.
Trinbagonians.
Yeah.
Try their best.
And I have to say that of the 7 people that took, it was 5 of them I coached myself, and 1 of them I coached for 5 years, and she's now singing Nala on the West End. Yeah, so she got cast 5 years ago, and she got cast in the first touring company, and they had her doing swing. Now swing is when you do a couple characters. Yeah, you don't just do the one character. And now she's doing the one character on the West End at the Lyceum Theatre. And there was also the guy who did, so my heart just does boo boo every time they say they're coming, because then I get excited about how many people can I inveigle? How many people can I really inveigle to trust in themselves that they could be the next Heather Headley, Trini girl, right? We could be the next Janique Charles, the next one singing, so people don't believe that they can do it, or people, but what if what if I get chosen? No, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
There's a whole process you have to go through in order to get yourself to the point where you go before somebody and you say, you have to take me.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we have to do? As in, no, not that part. I'm watching this, I'm hearing you saying this is scary now. You are intimidating me with this. But shoot your shot.
No, shoot your shot and shoot your best shot. And that is what I tell people. I don't teach people to sing. You can or you can't. What I teach people to do is have confidence in themselves, and confidence to the point of where they get up there and they believe they can. I get people to believe in themselves.
What I like about that is, once you believe, it could be a matter of, listen, honey, you can't sing.
You can't.
Basically, that's just that one aspect about you is why we're going to take you, because I know I can teach you to sing. You don't have to worry about that part. You have the other part that I need you to have.
do that. Which is what I'm talking about. The guy who was happily cleaning the
Yeah.
around the compound, auditions going on, and he hearing
People doing it.
he hearing the songs going on, break time come, he's sweeping the yard. He lives in you. He lives in
He
me.
cleaning the people, yeah.
He watches over every. So the 3 guys who came to stood up and they listened to him.
That's crazy.
And they say, you come in, do you think we can get him to come in to sing for us? And I say, I don't see why not. No, you go. Why don't you get him to go? Okay. So when I said, well, come and sing what you're hearing. Come and, they will give you the song. And then they will put you through a few paces. They will tell you to do this. No, don't do it this way, do it that way. No, don't do it that way, do it this way. And that's what they'll do. And depending on how you follow their direction, they will know whether they can train you or not. And that is how auditions come down at the very end, whether you are trainable or not. You could sing the world around, but can we train you? And if in 10 minutes, if in 15 minutes, if in 20 minutes, if in 1 hour, we can't get you to move from point A to point B, you are not trainable.
That had nothing to do with it because.
And that can have nothing to do with whether you can sing or not, how talented you are. You could be the most fabulous singer. If we can't get, if you walk in, I don't know if I could do that, I can't do that. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
All right. Okay.
You don't want to go, oh my God, really? Oh, that's so difficult, really? And then you get up there and you blast them out of the water. Then you're just a diva and they know you need too much maintenance.
Yeah.
Nobody wants all of that. Nobody wants to know you need to be coaxed into doing your best. No, you need to come and put your best on the table and be coaxed into doing even better than your best.
When auditions? Auditions
are the 21st and 22nd of February. Now it is in the middle of carnival
season.
But here's what I'm thinking.
The swine flu.
You see, singers and dancers who are worth their salt will turn up. And that is what you want. You don't want a herd of people coming on with their maybes. You want people coming in who weren't there. Because singers, dancers who on stage the night before in Soca Rama will come out in the morning and belt out. And that is what we want now. I don't want people to come and sing, don't come and sing, come and sing Soca, come and sing Kaiso, come and sing Best Village, come and sing, that's what you want, because that is the kind of voice that they want. They don't want to, no. We don't. Oh God, come and dance, get the and roll the bam. If you could hold a tune like that, yes, that's what they want, because you're going and saying, yeah.
When you think about Lion King, the reason why we fall in love with Lion King so much is that thing that grabs.
It's so folk.
It's so you can fake that.
You can't fake it.
You can't fake that.
You can't fake it.
And that is our jam inside of there.
So we want voices that can come and release and sing, and we want to know that you can come and be a personality, because don't forget, you're wearing a mask or you're wearing a costume, and you're wearing, which is what we good at. Coming and shining through a costume. We good at shining through a costume. So we want people who could come and shine through a costume. We want people who can come and shine through makeup. Yeah. That is what you're looking for. Personality. Not just that you could sing and come and stand up and sound pretty and look cute. No.
What do I have to prepare? Or what do I have to bring?
Okay, so don't come with anything musical. Don't come with anything from
especially Lion King.
Don't come anything from any Disney, Frozen. Don't come with anything from a musical. Come and sing a folk song. Best Village, a soca song, a Mariah Carey, a Ariana Grande, a Aretha Franklin, a James Ingram, a Luther Vandross, that kind of,
Okay, so that's the song. What
verse and chorus.
Do I still have to do pictures?
Verse and chorus. Headshots, okay?
The selfie?
No, not the selfie with you in your bathroom with the
toilet in the
back. Okay, please go online, Google headshots for musical. Okay, headshots for an acting job or headshots for a singer, and see how it comes. You'll have one looking fat, it's in there. Are you looking like that? Yeah, we want to see your face. Or we want to see your face, okay? Without any fandango in the backdrop. Don't come with you with a bunch of roses or drinks or you up in the club. That's
it's
not
props.
Okay. No props. No props. No props. No holding a bush in the garden. Nothing like that. Just you.
Let the song be best feelings.
Yeah.
Not
Not you. Okay.
Resume, portfolio.
Resume, your CV. What work you've done on stage. Not I type 550 words per minute, or what work have you done on stage? I've done jingles, I've done acting with the Bagas Company, or I've done a little stint here and there with my community center. I sing with my church. That kind of stuff. Okay?
So CV, headshot, and song. Do I have to have music for my song or score? Can I do a cappella?
So a cappella means you turn up and you sing without any musical accompaniment. Just you. But they will test your voice because we have to make sure that you can actually sing in tune. Okay, that means we give you a key, we start the song in the key, and you start in the same key. You have to be able to match pitch. If you're going to come with your music, make sure it is in the key that you're going to be singing it in. Okay? Make sure. Please don't come with your song in C and you're singing in A minor.
Right.
Or your song in C and you're singing in D major. Right? It has to be in the song you sing, in the key you're singing it. Come prepared to get a call back. If you're really, really good, you're going to get a call back. You will be given something new to go learn, to come back maybe in a couple hours or the following day to perform. Singers, you will have to dance. Dancers, you will have to sing. Dancers, you will not be able, you don't have to sing like the star, but you have to be able to carry a tune. Yes, because that's what is required of a musical. Don't be intimidated if you're telling yourself, I can't sing. They will train you if you prove that you can carry a tune. Okay, that means you can sing in key. Come comfortably dressed. Do not come in your ball gown. Do not come in your suit tuxedo. A nice shirt and a nice pair of jeans. Come with something comfortable in case you have to carry on and dance. So that means you want a nice little comfortable thing.
Like
you want
sweatpants,
sweatpants and t-shirt. Okay, so come with a sweatpants and t-shirt and gym shoes.
Comfortable, not high heels.
Not high heels or dance shoes. Singers come comfortably dressed as well because you will have to move. So come with a change of clothes. Prepare to get a call back.
Walking, tell yourself you're gonna get it.
Tell yourself you're going to get it. Now there will be workshops happening before. If you feel you want to find out whether or not you should go ahead and do this, yes, you can find the website and get all the information. Glenda at co.tt or Medea medea.co.tt.
And you have the information.
All the information is up there.
There's also the page, the Instagram page.
There's the Instagram page. It's Lion King Trinidad.
Trinidad and Tobago, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trinidad Lion King. You just told us. But it
you
will
can
be
search
posted.
the event on Facebook.
It will be posted, and then there's the Facebook events page as well.
I will also post the event page and the website and whatnot on this link.
So it's Lion King
Live on Lives
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Just check Lion King Trinidad and Tobago. But if you want to find out the dates, you can actually check the official Lion King website.
Yes.
You can Google my name, Glenda Collens with an E, Collens, and you will get all information.
There you go.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
Well,
And congrats, girl.
Girl.
Listen, let me tell you about people, women who are forward thinking, owning their own stuff and pushing. This woman here, absolutely inspiration. No, because when you look at women coming up in the rank and files of women who coming up and doing their stuff, and you're looking for inspiration, women like me look for inspiration in younger women as well, not just those who who could propel, who could keep stoking our fires. And you're one of them.
And it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, it is difficult. It's not mission impossible. It's mission damn hard.
Real hard.
Mission impossible.
I wish somebody to set my better. That's up my headspace. Not necessarily like to be equipped, but my headspace.
Yeah.
But
No, you are.
This is why I like doing
inspiration.
this versus. I mean, I still love to sing. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I like this part because there's something in the stories of other people
You're right.
that
I
has
got
the
to-
same kind
yes.
of effect as
Yeah. I got to engage in that daily with students coming
Right,
in
right.
because I have to get their story
Right.
in order for them to be.
But it
able
helps
to
me
relate
as a
their story.
performer because you can't, and this I learned from Raymond Chuka, you can't go on stage and act and perform and you have no bank to pull that emotion from. And then when you're not living life or you're not talking to people and really investing into their stories,
It
that's where
doesn't
you're
work
pulling
that
from.
way, yeah.
So then when I go on stage and sing and people be like, oh God, John is really poor, I hate singing, like it seems like just that,
You're telling
but
your
I know to
story.
myself, there's a lot where it comes
You
from.
are telling your story. Every
But
time
now
you
that I'm hearing
open
your story
mouth,
too, now I have. Well, I have something to refer to when you see.
Yeah. No, but you have,
Yeah.
and you're rich with a whole lot. You're like one of these Renaissance. You sing, you compose, she arranges for Pam. You know, you write, you orate. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you are not afraid. I don't see you shutting yourself down in any way and telling yourself, I can't.
Yeah.
Which is something I tell students when they come in. Please don't tell me I can't. If I give you something, then say, okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Or show me how.
Yeah.
Or something.
Don't say I
Don't
can't.
say I can't. Or I can't do that. That is the worst thing. There are people out there willing to do that to you. Don't do that to yourself.
Self. Yes. Yes.
Don't do that
Yes.
to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, that every situation you get in, somebody is looking to, and that's just human nature. They're looking to just, how can I capitalize on that?
Yeah.
How can I make this work
Yeah.
for me?
Or stop you where you are so that I can go
So
ahead.
that I can go ahead.
Yeah.
That's just really.
Glenda Collins, this is Live on Live Interviews. Thank you, my darling.
You're very welcome.
This is exciting. I can't wait for it. Okay. Gerelle Forbes here with you. DJ Wanky is going to join me on the next episode. Remember, please like, share. Oh, they know how to do this thing, no, man. Of course. Yeah, you know what to do. All right. Bye.